Wow. Woo! The Headwolf FPad2. This is an 8-inch HD plus 10-point multi-touch display coming in at 1280 by 800 pixels, running Android 12 right out of the gate. It does feature a Unisoc T310 CPU, as well as an Imagination Power ARGE 8300 GPU. We are looking at 4 GB of RAM as well as 64 GB of internal storage, and it's actually upgradable up to 512 GB with a micro SD card. We do have a 5500 milliamp hour battery that should get you some serious use out of this thing, especially since it's only pushing a basically 720p display. Okay, has some good solid feel to it. Inside the box we do have a user guide, a SIM ejection tool, a USB-A power brick, as well as a USB-C to USB-A charging cable. I always like Headwolf's boxes. It looks very cool and geometric and all that. But getting onto the tablet itself, bust it out of this wrap, and okay, I really like the back design of this thing. Look at this. Very cool, feels very nice, pretty grippy, and you know, you can do that. Now taking a look over here on the back, we do have a 5 megapixel rear facing camera along with an LED flash. Coming over to the front, we also have another 5 megapixel front facing camera, this time with no flash. We do have an earpiece speaker in case you want to use this to make phone calls. Got a nice 8-inch display right here at HD plus resolution. Have some pretty big bezels. Let's get this peeled off. And it does come pre-installed with a plastic screen protector, so that's nice to see. Once again, over here on the back, we do have some Headwolf branding right here with the logo in the middle, as well as Headwolf right here on the bottom. Coming all the way down to the bottom, we do have a speaker grill right here, so we do only have bottom firing speakers, so just keep that in mind. Over here on the left side, we have absolutely nothing. Up here on the top, we have the USB-C charging port, the micro SD card slot, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. Then coming over to the right side, we do have a volume rocker, as well as a power button and a microphone hole. Let's hold down the power button and get this thing turned on. It vibrated. Vibration motors aren't the highest quality ever, but you know, at least you have vibration. Screen, LCD display, looking good for an LCD. Actually very sharp for being only 800p resolution. Now we are greeted with the standard Android 12 interface to get everything set up. You can also put in a SIM card and it may work with your carrier, but make sure you check it out to make absolutely sure, because some carriers don't play nice with this thing. Okay, that's weird. Typing in my Wi-Fi password, the vibration motor is very weak. I don't even feel it, but I can hear it. That's how bad it is. Just keep that in mind. Okay, nice looking wallpaper. I'm digging that. Let's see if we have any bloatware. We do have all the Google apps right here in a folder. Things are a bit hesitant right now. We have Duo, Assistant, Play Store, nothing else. Let's see, anything bloaty. We have Kid Space right here. Sound recorder, YouTube Kids, YouTube. So it's just all the Google apps. So it's a very clean installation of Android 12. Things are a little bit delayed. Not the most responsive ever. Inside the settings, basic settings here, out of the box we do have 53.72 gigabytes of free space. Now this tablet doesn't have a fingerprint sensor, but it does have face unlock, so let's see how accurate that is. Center my face in the circle. Not completed. My time limit's reached. Am I missing something? That's weird. The way to center it, I have to like have it at an angle because the camera's all the way on the right side. Otherwise it's not in the center. I don't know, it's not letting me activate it. It keeps giving me errors, so there's that. Although personally, face unlock, I'm not really a huge fan of it on Android, so just keep that in mind. But let's go take a look at these cameras real quick. Yikes, that was loud. Ear piercing. Now, the settings in this camera are, this is a weird looking camera. Okay, so you swipe right and you can switch between camera and video. Swipe down, nothing. Swipe left, nothing. Swipe up, nothing. How do you switch cameras? There we go, I got it. So that's kind of weird. So let's take a selfie here. See, like, if you guys can see this, in order, it's really hard, but looking at it straight on like this, I'm over to the left. Well, my left, the camera's right, I guess. But I have to turn it like at an angle like this to get centered. So let's take a selfie. The picture, I mean, it looks all right for what it is. Not as bad as I was expecting, so no complaints there. It's gonna be great for video calls and some selfies. All right, so now let's get a selfie from the rear-facing camera. You know, this picture is not as Okay, it's about the same. I think it might be the same sensor, but you know, it doesn't look too bad. Teeth look nice. I mean, to be honest, the video quality and picture quality looks okay. I'm just not a huge fan of the interface of the camera. They oversimplified it, and in doing that, they made it very complicated to use, and there's too many steps to switch cameras and all that stuff. Keep that in mind, but of course with Android you can download a third-party camera app and solve that problem. Now, as far as video streaming and consumption goes, let's get this maxed out. It looks like we're maxed out at 1080p 60. Quality's looking good, even though we're only at an 800p resolution. The volume, it gets nice and loud, only coming out of the right side. It sounds a bit tinny, but you can definitely hear it. Let's see how well we can seek. Okay, it loads pretty quickly. I mean, to be fair, the video quality does look good, even though it is maxed out at a, you know, basically a 720p display. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm trying to download Angry Birds 2 to see how well you can game on this thing, and it's been going extremely slow. It's only a 262 megabyte file, and we're connected to a 5 gigahertz connection with a 1 gigabit downlink. So, not sure what's going on. This should have been done in maybe 5 seconds max, but it's been about 5 minutes, and we're at 73 now. We were at 72 about 5 minutes ago. I don't know what's up with that, because the video was playing smoothly. And while we're waiting for that to download, let's load up a website. We have the Headwolf website right here. It loaded up decently. It's pretty complicated here. Let's see. Things are loading. Okay, let's tap on something, or let's swipe through here. Newsletter, we don't need that. Swipe through, okay. Relatively smooth, not too bad actually. Let's see how fast we can load up to the FPad2 tablet. Yeah, obviously not the fastest and most instantaneous loading times here, but you know, not bad, it's usable. But you know, I am curious what download speeds we're getting since this download is taking so long for under 300 megabytes. I mean, we're pulling about 300 megabits per second, so I mean, it should be downloading quickly. I don't know what's going on. Could be an Android thing. But we're still at 75%. It's going up 1% every like 3 minutes. Alright, pretty smooth. Not the smoothest. There's some jitter here and there. It's very loud though. So all in all, if you're looking for a well-built tablet that can get the job done with some pretty light tasks and some light gaming, maybe using it as a recipe book in the kitchen, using it to read an ebook at night when you're going to sleep, using it to video chat here and there, or browse some websites, this is definitely a, you know, an alright tablet for what it is. It's not supposed to be super spectacular, and it's not. But what you're getting is a decent package here that can be used for some light tasks and get an Android 12 experience on an 8-inch display, and it has that earpiece so you can hold it up and make a phone call. Yeah, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah, I'm busy right now. I'm getting a coffee. Yeah, bye. Don't slam it down because it'll probably shatter. I mean, the main thing I'm concerned about is it took me about 20 minutes to download a 300 megabyte game from the App Store, which is way too long on a gigabit connection.